Good morning, Year Fives, and welcome to your reading lesson. I hope that you've had a really restful sleep and that you've had a wonderful couple of days of learning. Miss Milvena and I have been incredibly proud of you, and thank you to those children who've been sending their work in via Teams and via the email. We really do appreciate it. Today, we're going to be carrying on with our inference using actions and feelings to support our evidence. And we're going to then be looking at carrying on reading the next couple of pages of Stake. So today is going to be independent reading. So you're going to read the next couple of pages on your own. So pause the video when you need to, and then you can carry on reading the next 4 pages. So here you go. So pause the video now and then read these pages. And here are the last 2. Hopefully the pages look a little bit more, look a little bit better and a bit easier to follow. I managed to scan them at school this week, so hopefully this will help you be able to see it a bit easier than me taking pictures every evening of the pages. So hope you enjoyed reading those 4 pages and that you read them carefully and you didn't rush them, because we're going to be answering some questions based on what we've just read. So as I said, we're going to be carrying on with our inference skill, and we're looking at evidence to support our reasoning. So just some feedback from what I noticed from many of you from yesterday's work is that when you are having to answer a point and evidence question, which means that you need to actually answer the question and then give evidence to support your answer, is some of you were just giving me the point, okay? Now, if you just give me the feeling, they were happy, or no, that is just half of the question answered. You need to make sure that you're using evidence to tell me why is he happy or why is the answer no. So it's very important that you're using evidence from the text, and you can just say in the text it says, and then copy down what it says in the text. So that showed me which children were really paying attention in my lesson on the video and really applying their skills, especially for question number 1, because I actually gave you the answer and I said, write it on a piece of paper and then copy it onto your team's answer sheet. So today I would like to see that when you are answering these questions, you are giving the answer to the question and the evidence to support it, because I can very quickly realize who has been paying attention and who has not been. So on that note, if you have not got everything ready, like your pens and your paper, please make sure that you do. So pause the video now and go get everything that you're going to need in order to make sure that you are ready for this lesson. So some other things, if it asks for a feeling, you must provide a feeling word, okay? Some of you, when it asked for a feeling, you didn't give me a feeling. You said weird and strange answers like he hiked up the mountain. All right, that is not a feeling. You have to give me the feeling and then give me the evidence from the text to support that feeling. So why was the Snoggers how were they feeling when they first met Stig? They were feeling shocked. That would be a feeling. Why were they feeling shocked? And what evidence would there to be supporting that is that the fact that their eyes got rounder and rounder. If you imagine a cartoon character, because that's how I can think of it, getting really exaggerated big eyes, okay, like, right, being very shocked. Make sure your evidence supports your answer, okay, so that you're not just writing random words, that what you have written actually supports the answer that you have provided. Okay, so the 2 have to match up. You can't just, again, write random words from the text. The actual evidence needs to come out of the text, but it also needs to support your answer. Go over and check your answers, okay? And make sure that the 2 of those link up. Do you have a point? Have you answered the question first? And then have you provide that evidence to support that point? And does they link up? Do they match? Does it make sense? And then I also had some very strange answers where people looked like they just were randomly typing letters. So there was no words, there were no answers. So I can't mark that or give you feedback when you've just written something that looks like this. Okay, that makes no sense to me. So please make sure that what you are typing actually makes sense. Right, so we're going to be carrying on with another 4 questions based on that exact same skill that we did yesterday. And I have snippied out the parts where you will need to find the answers for the evidence. So it says here, what do you think Barney was feeling when he was up in the tree while his grandmother and Lou were looking for him? Provide evidence from the text to support your answer. Okay, so again, make sure you have your pencil and paper ready, and you can then answer that on your paper and then just copy these answers into the quiz when you're done. Okay, so there's only 4 questions again, and then once you're done, you just copy them straight into the quiz because these questions will come up as your quiz today. So this is question 1. So remember, I want a feeling here. So making sure you have your feeling and then providing evidence to support that feeling. Okay. So making sure that you're looking at the text and saying, in the text, it says he did this, okay, to support your answer. Here is question number 2. So pause the video, write your answer down. Did Barney want to go shopping? Provide evidence to support your answer. Question 3, how was Barney feeling when he watched the man walk into the house without permission? Provide evidence. Pause the video and find the evidence. And question number 4, your last question for today. Do you think it was important to Barney that Stig helped him? Provide evidence for me. Right, those are your 4 questions. If you haven't managed to get those answers, go back, pause the video at any time you need, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day of learning. These questions are all found in your quiz now on Teams. And those of you who don't have Teams can simply take a picture for me of the work you've been doing and send it to year5@thepalmeracademy.com. Love to see your work. It is now compulsory that you're sending us your work. So we are following up with your parents if you're not sending your work in. So please make sure that you're sending your work in so for us to give you feedback and to see how you're doing at home. All right, well, have a lovely day and take care.